Imagine. 1 second, 7 billion people fill the earth. The next silence, not a scream, not a goodbye, just a complete instantaneous vanishing act. Humanity, the dominant species, is gone. Our disappearance wouldn't be the end of the world. It would be the world's greatest reset. This is the true scientific timeline of what happens when the planet finally belongs to itself again. This is Earth without us. The first domino falls almost immediately. Power without constant maintenance. Turbines seize up, cooling pumps fail, and transformers overload. Within 48 hours, the vast majority of the world is plunged into darkness. This failure is disastrous for our infrastructure. The billions of gallons of water constantly pumped out of subway systems and basements will stop. Subways in London and New York will become canals within days. The sudden silence is broken only by the howls of abandoned pets, but wildlife adapts quickly. With fences breached and cages opened, animals reclaim their territory. Expect the first few weeks to be a feast for scavengers and a brutal test for domesticated species. Within a year, Mother Nature begins her reclamation project. The freeze-thaw cycle, combined with aggressive vegetation, cracks open our roads. Weeds like dandelions and knotweed are the first pioneers, breaking through asphalt and exposing the ground beneath. But the most significant change is the air. Without factory emissions, car exhaust, and human consumption, the atmosphere clears rapidly. The infamous smog of our major cities vanishes, allowing sunlight to stream through with unprecedented clarity. The planet takes its first deep breath in centuries. The decade mark brings the end of the age of steel. Our greatest structures, bridges, skyscrapers, transmission towers rely entirely on us preventing oxidation. Without paint, maintenance, and dehumidifiers, rust becomes a cancer. By the century mark, major suspension bridges will fail, snapping and plunging into the water. Most wooden houses will have completely collapsed. Cities like New York, built on a swampy bedrock, will literally sink beneath the rising marshland. Architects predict that even the most reinforced glass and steel skyscrapers will be nothing but twisted, broken skeletons swallowed by a new, wild ecosystem. Move forward 1,000 years, and nearly all recognizable traces of humanity are gone. Our buildings, even the strongest, cannot withstand a millennium of wind, rain, and seismic activity. The Earth effectively resets the landscape, erasing our cities entirely. A future archaeologist would struggle to find evidence that massive metropolises ever existed. The biggest geological impact we left, however, is the atmosphere. Over tens of thousands of years, the planet will slowly absorb the carbon dioxide we pumped into the air. Climate systems will normalize, though not without massive changes to polar ice caps and ocean currents in the interim. But humanity is not completely forgotten. Our most enduring monuments are not our pyramids or skyscrapers, but our trash. Plastic, glass, and ceramics will litter the Earth and its oceans for millennia. Geologists of the far future will define our era by a distinct thin layer of fossilized debris, the Anthropocene layer, composed mostly of synthetic polymers. Our truest, longest-lasting memorials are outside the atmosphere entirely. The Voyager and Pioneer space probes, carrying our messages and golden records, will continue their silent journeys for billions of years, the final, lonely evidence that we once existed. The ultimate lesson of a post-human Earth is not about disaster, but about resilience. Life, given the chance, always wins. Our disappearance would be a momentary blip on the planet's vast timeline, but it forces us to ask, what legacy are we truly leaving behind? Freed from fishing fleets and chemical runoff, the oceans regain their ancient majesty. Whale populations, once decimated, rebound, and their global song once again dominates the deep. On land, the megafauna reasserts itself. Bears, elk, and wolves roam free through the skeletal remains of our world, with nature's balance restored to a level unseen in 10,000 years. But while Earth works to erase our cities, our most distant steps remain immortal. On the Moon, with no wind or water to disturb them. The footprints of the Apollo astronauts will stay perfectly preserved for billions of years, the most stable monument we ever created. Every night, the cosmos offers a reward. Without the veil of light pollution, the Milky Way returns in its full, staggering glory. The Earth becomes truly wild again, a silent, beautiful testament to life's relentless power. In the end, our story on Earth is brief, but the planet's story is eternal. Freed from fishing fleets and chemical runoff, the oceans regain their majesty. Whale populations, once decimated, rebound, and their global song dominates the deep. On land, the megafauna reasserts itself. Bears, elk, and wild boars roam free, with nature's balance restored to a level unseen in 10,000 years. While Earth works diligently to erase our cities, our earliest steps remain immortal. On the Moon, with no wind or water to erode them. The footprints of the Apollo astronauts will remain perfectly preserved for billions of years, the most stable monument we ever created. And every night, the cosmos itself offers a reward. Without the veil of light pollution, the Milky Way returns to its full, staggering glory. The Earth becomes truly wild, a silent, beautiful testament to life's relentless power. What will we do with the time we have left? Thank you for watching. If this journey made you think, please like and subscribe for more explorations into the what-ifs of our universe.